point the camera at me for a little while. Just go through my notes so I can get through this quicker. So, uh, what else would he have done with disc 4? He said that he would take out Airplane, the song Airplane, and Hadophonia, and put in Where I Belong from Beach Boys 85, and Sweet Sunday Kind of Love from MIU, which that's kind of different. I don't know about those two songs, taking out Airplane and Hadophonia. I love those two songs. Two of the best songs from that era. I don't know what I would have placed back on there, but I'm I don't know. I'm surprised maybe that same old song wasn't mentioned or something. So let's see. He mentioned he wasn't sure if "Still I Dream of It" or "It's Over Now" should have been included. Should that have been on a Brian Wilson solo project, or mostly "Still I Dream of It"? Should that have been on a Brian Wilson solo box or something? Uh, he said, should the song "Lines" from the Adult Child album, should that have been on there? Who knows? Um, so let's see. I'm good on time here for about another 5 minutes. He said, that he could have put on the "Love You" demo, the piano demos that Brian did for Mike. If you have any of the Dumb Angel Boots, I think volume 4 or 3 or 4, there's those "Love You" demos that are piano demos. He talked about putting that on there. I believe "Spirit of Rock and Roll" was a potential cut as well. Brian's "Spirit of Rock and Roll" from the 80s. They wanted to use the 25th anniversary version from that concert in Hawaii, but they wanted to avoid a publishing problem, so that's understandable. And thus, you don't really have any solo songs. But I guess when it was originally 5 discs and the fifth disc was not a bonus uh, disc, it was chronological stuff. It actually did have some solo era stuff. I believe maybe it had River Song. It had something from Carl Wilson's uh, solo stuff, which probably would have been Heaven, I would say. Just guessing. He said Brian's Back was on there, and then if Spirit of Rock and Roll was on there, there'd be your solo stuff. Surprised it's not on there. So uh, disc five's bonus, where it's like stacco vocals on one track or on one ear, and then stacco vocals on the other ear. That was Dead Capital's idea. David just wanted the tracks, like the tracks for Wendy, When I Grow Up, All Summer Long, Hushabye. He just wanted the tracks on there, and they wanted both the vocals and that, so that's why they did the splits. So David Leaf also mentions the 64 live songs didn't do it for him. The ones that were included on disc 5, which was like "Be True to Your School" and "Surfing USA." I believe they are outtakes from the concert album from 1964. But he did really like Surfer Girl and Good Vibrations live because they are historically important. Surfer Girl was the Late in Hawaii rehearsal, and Good Vibrations was the first time it was uh, played live. So those were historically important to him. Let's see, that was that. And let's move on. Getting closer here. Bear with me, folks. I appreciate it. I guess the group was not happy with the alternative cut of God Only Knows being on uh, the box set because it's less than perfect. The vocals, so that's kind of surprising. They didn't want that. I'm not a huge fan of Brian's lead vocal of God Only Knows, but it's okay. I love Carl's better, but the tag at the end is pretty awesome. The tag of Terry Melcher and everybody together. I have here. I want to read on page 13, but I like to think. Okay, yeah, this was a good quote. Talking about the perfection of the Beach Boys, he was saying.